A Step into the Past Volume 18 Chapter 7. Book 18 Chapter 07 Peak Condition. Everyone heard the words Crown Prince and looked towards their table. Before half a second passed, Huan Yi stood up and bellowed, "Generals are right. It is indeed Crown Prince who asked us to accompany official Xiang tonight. Will generals please take a seat?" When everyone heard his comment, they realized it was just a careless remark and resumed their activities. Wang Xi and Wang He noticed Xiao Pan's fake mustache and ordinary warrior suit dressing and could guess what is going on. They sat down without another word. Suddenly they heard sounds of teeth chattering. It is Wu Fu whose face has turned entirely green and his lips completely white. He appears to have seen through their cover and identified this Qin Shi as the Crown Prince. He looks as if he wanted to kneel down and pay his respects. Just as everyone was panicking a second time tonight, Wu Fu's legs softened and he kneeled down. Teng Yi was quicker than the rest. His hand quickly shot out and supported him, preventing Wu Fu from completely kneeling down and pulling him towards himself. From afar, it looks as if Wu Fu is sitting down beside Teng Yi. Lord Chongping leaned forward and whispered to him, "If brothel owner Wu lets anyone know that Crown Prince is here, I will close down your drunken wind brothel and sentence your whole family to death. Are you clear? HNG. You are not allowed to kowtow." Wu Fu was frightened beyond words. His whole body became limp and he did not even have the energy to nod in agreement. Xiao Pan lightly praised, "Seeing that everyone acted with wisdom and creativity, I am certain that our country is in good hands and the days of prosperity is near." With Wu Fu around, Xiang Shaolong cannot say what he truly wants. He warmly warned, "As long as brothel owner Wu acts accordingly, I will guarantee your safety. Get moving and you must not warn the four beauties that Crown Prince is here." Wu Fu clumsily got up and paid his respects before slipping away. Wang Xi raised his cup and wanted to toast Xiao Pan when he recalled something. "Has the wine been tested for poison?" he questioned. Behind him, a palace guard reported, "Great General, all the wine has been tested and they are safe." Wang Xi toasted Xiao Pan. Everyone does not dare to raise their cups yet until Xiao Pan gave the indication. After Xiao Pan's approval, they drank to their heart's content. After the two close encounters, the atmosphere began to return to normal. Xiao Pan started to speak to Wang Xi and Wang He and learnt that they are here on Po Hu's invitation. Wang He coldly state, "This Po Hu is unpredictable. The moment we met, he passed negative comments about Lu Bue and hinted at Empress's misbehavior. It was a waste of time talking to him. We spotted Wu Fu and overheard him telling an attendant to inform Yang Yu and Bailey that official Xiang is here. Using this opportunity, we excused ourselves." Xiao Pan gave a cold snort but did not reply. Wang Xi laughed, "Xiaolong is really charming. When the two ladies heard that you are here, they both wanted to come immediately but were stopped by Wu Fu. Due to the busy crowd, they can only take turns to come. Yang Yu is presently getting a change of clothes and should be here in a while." Xiao Pan was amazed, "Are generals mistaken? I thought they are Lu Bue's followers." Wang Xi explained, "At the end of the day, they do not have a real owner. They will belong to whoever that is more powerful. Besides, women adore heroes and Xiaolong is our foremost hero of Qin and even talented Lady Ji has submitted to him. Under the sky, who would not want to be close to him?" Pleased, Xiao Pan toasted Xiang Shaolong for his success and Xiang Shaolong hurriedly accepted the toast. Everyone is full of respect for Xiao Pan's magnanimity. The twinkling sounds of accessories can be heard. With Wu Fu guiding the way, Yang Yu appeared and she is accompanied by two maids. Her steps were delicate and her figure is alluring, captivating the attention of everyone. Xiao Pan was thrilled. She truly lives up to her reputation. Out of the blue, someone called out, "Miss Yang, please hold your step." As everyone turned to look at the speaker with surprise, he turned out to be Shanghai No. 1 swordsman, the young and handsome new recruit of Lu Bue, Su Shang. With a look of displeasure, he walked over. Yang Yu stopped walking and frowned heavily. She stole a glance at Xiang Xiaolong and looked back at Su Shang, who is striding towards her. She was in a difficult position. Wu Fu is the most anxious and signaled to the two maids to bring Yang Yu to Xiao Pan's table, but Yang Yu waved the two maids away. Instead, Xiao Pan finds it interesting and smiled. No wonder this place has such good business. Everyone is here to fight over these beauties. Su Shang has the coldest expression on his face. He icily interrogated Wu Fu. Brothel owner Wu told me earlier that Miss Yang has been reserved by General Du. Why is she able to come out and serve another table now? Yang Yu seems to have good intentions towards Su Shang. Leaning towards him, she mentioned some words and pointed at Xiang Xiaolong's table. Wang Xi is currently the most important military leader in Qin. He coldly dismissed, "Who is this kid? Is he tired of living? Even if Guan Zongzi is here, he will still have to give me face." Xiang Xiaolong laughed, "Great general, need not bother yourself with these men. Lu Bui's men are known to be insolent and arrogant. I will make sure they suffer in the future." Wang Xi sighed with boredom and did not reply. Wu Fu quickly came up to their table to seek forgiveness. Before he can say a single word, Xiao Pan stated up front, "This is not your fault and brothel owner Wu need not feel bad about it. If Miss Yang wants to come over, so be it. If not, it is okay too." Not expecting the crown prince to be so accommodating, Wu Fu is momentarily stunned. Lord Chongping pulled him over and whispered something to him. Wu Fu left quickly after hearing his words. Su Shang looks as if he is going to come to their table but was detained by Yang Yu. She seems to have mentioned Wang Xi's name while talking to Su Shang. Yang Duanhe is Wang Xi's most capable general. His expression turning very ugly, he stood up and was about to scold Su Shang when Li Si dragged him down to his seat. Seated beside him, Li Si smiled, "Why waste your energy over such a man like him?" Su Shang stared fiercely once at Xiang Xiaolong before returning to his seat. Yang Yu maintained a cheerful expression and the aura of anger in the air quickly dissipated. As pointed out by Xiang Xiaolong, a mystified Yang Yu sat down beside Xiao Pan. She only knew that Xiao Pan is named Qinshi but does not know his background. But since this person can hang around with Lord Chongping, Wang Xi, and Xiang Xiaolong, he must be someone important. Wu Fu also reminded her many times to offer her best service, so she naturally dare not be negligent. She did her best to toast wine, make jokes and flatter everyone. Xiao Pan is delighted with her services and the atmosphere became livelier as if nothing has happened before. After a while, Gian came to their table too. None of the other guests felt uncomfortable. Based on Wang Xi's standing in Qin, he alone is qualified to ask for the company of these two top beauties. Gian intimately sat down beside Xiang Xiaolong and toasted everyone first. Toasting Xiang Xiaolong last, she whispered, "Official Xiang is powerful and successful. Please do not bear grudges with a weak woman like me." After their previous encounter, there is no way Xiang Xiaolong can ever trust her again, but on the surface, he naturally accepted her apology. Yang Yu took her leave and she looked once at Xiang Xiaolong with deep emotions before turning around. Soon after, Bailey Ai showed up and only the top beauty Dan Mimi has yet to appear. Among the four beauties, Bailey Ai is the only one who hasn't interacted with Xiang Xiaolong before. She treated Xiao Pan well and their communication is quite amiable. Gian whispered into Xiang Xiaolong's ears, "Will you stay back tonight? I will do my best to service you." And batted her eyes at him seductively. Xiang Xiaolong wanted to say, "Others say that wild flowers smell better than home-grown flowers, but my feelings are the exact opposite. How would I know you will not try to kill me again?" He rejected her on the spot. With a look of disappointment, Gian is about to say something when Wu Fu turned up with a heavy expression, "I am afraid Mimi cannot come." Lord Chongping frowned, "Mimi is not giving us any face." Wu Fu was frightened and he shook his head and hands, "No. She has been taken to Premier Mentor residence. I have tried sending for her 3 times but was declined." I cannot say. Hey. It is nothing. Everyone's curiosity is aroused. His eyes flashing with coldness, Xiao Pan concluded, so it is. Let's finish up. Ha! What an exciting night! Wu Fu calmed down, but Gian and Bailey I were unwilling to leave and whined incessantly. Their persuasion skills are top-notched and effective, but it absolutely has no effect on Xiao Pan. This future Qin Shi Huang smiled plainly and stood up, turning around to take his leave. Everyone hurriedly scrambled after him. With his arm around Gian's neck, Xiang Xiaolong kissed her cheek and gently advised, if you want to lead a happy and fulfilling life, you better know what is good for you. Gian's expression darkened. Lowering her head, she promised, Yan Yan will heed your advice. As long as official Xiang thinks about me once in a while, I will be more than grateful. Xiang Xiaolong smiled and bade farewell to Bailey I before taking his leave. Back home, Jing Jun is still full of energy. In the main hall, he prevented Xiang Xiaolong and Teng Yi from returning back to their rooms and scolded, Wu Fu that sure knows how to change according to the circumstances. When he saw Wang Ci and Wang He supporting Crown Prince, he told me secretly before we left that he will come personally to pay his respects to third brother. Ha! What an... Teng Yi interjected, but I believe that he is caught in between Lu Bue and Lao Ai. He cannot afford to offend either side and is in serious dilemma. Bai Chong told me earlier that Lu Bue is keen to marry Dan Mimi as a concubine. Wu Fu is naturally troubled. Xiang Xiaolong laughed, tonight may be quite a mess, but I can derive deep meanings from it. Firstly, the Crown Prince understood the invisible fight between Lu Bue and Lao Ai. He also learned about Po Hu and Du Bai's ulterior motives. There are also 3 men who benefited a lot. Second brother does not hanker after fame and riches, so we can dismiss your case. Li Si and Huan Yi displayed intelligence and courage, gaining the favor of Crown Prince. They should enjoy plenty of promotions in the days to come. After a short discussion, Xiang Xiaolong can feel the effects of alcohol and had to go back to his bedroom to sleep. His wives reprimanded him slightly. In his drowsy state, he slept till late morning. Tian Zheng and Tian Feng helped him to get up and get dressed. Retrieving his 100 battle saber, he got Teng Yi to spar with him and felt even more rejuvenated than before. He is brimming with energy and vigor. Ji Yanran was puzzled. Hubby was out partying last night and came home drunk, but now, you look so fresh and energetic. This doesn't make sense. Putting the 100 battle saber aside, Xiang Xiaolong smiled, I will be lying if I say I am not concerned about Guanzongzi's challenge. But last night was a good time to get drunk, allowing me forget everything. Therefore, I am very relaxed today, and with a good night's sleep, I am in my peak condition. Teng Yi mumbled, I can vouch for that. I nearly lost hold of the Mozi sword fighting him. The girls burst out laughing and it was a joyful sight. Among their laughter, Wu Yingyuan came up to them with Tao Feng and Jing Jun in tow. Everyone sat down for breakfast happily and no one is nervous about the imminent battle. Jing Jun and Teng Yi left for the command center while Xiang Xiaolong engaged his father-in-law in conversation. They spoke about Wu Zhou setting up a giant farm at the northern lands, and Xiang Xiaolong was filled with a strong yearning. How he wished it is Xiao Pan's coronation tomorrow and he can begin his new life after that. While talking, Xiang Xiaolong unconsciously fell asleep on the floor rug. He had a strange dream and saw Zhao Ye, Zhao Qian, Chunying, and the other 3 maids. They are toasting him for finally defeating Guanzongzi. Intoxicated, he somehow can sense that he is creating his own fantasy dream. He was stirred by Wu Tingfang patting him. As he sat up in shock, Wu Tingfang commented, the Crown Prince has sent someone to summon you into the palace. I wonder what it is. He should give you more time to rest. Since the death of Zhao Qian, Wu Tingfang is the only person other than Teng Yi who knows about Xiao Pan's real identity. Thus, she is not very respectful when she is speaking about him. Xiang Xiaolong stretched his limbs and can feel that he is at the peak of his mental and physical strength. He himself was surprised that he can sleep so peacefully before the duel. He dared not waste any more time and hurriedly showered, got changed, and left towards the palace. As usual, Xiao Pan received him in his imperial study. Lord Chongping and Li Si were present as well. Xiao Pan began, "The spring festival is 5 days later. I will pray at the Wei River that day. Grand Tutor Xiang's black dragon should be ready by then." Xiang Xiaolong confirmed, "Everything is prepared. All we need to know is the exact prayer location and we can act accordingly." Xiao Pan's eyes lit up, followed by a sigh. "It is indeed hard to work without the Empress's support. Looks like I have to mend fences with her." Li Si advised, "Military control should be our top priority. The rest can come later." Xiao Pan was furious. "I am unhappy every time I thought of making that fake Unica marquee. Now that Empress has moved to Oasis Palace, I have utterly no idea what the two of them are planning." Lord Chongping comforted, "Mao Chiao will notify us about Lao Ai's activities. Crown Prince, please set your mind at ease." Xiao Pan was angered, "How can I set my mind at ease? There are spies all over and everyone is only thinking for themselves. If not for the Black Dragon, I will summon everyone and conduct a massacre. After that, we will then try to salvage the situation." Lord Chongping knows that he is very mad and dared not comment. Xiang Xiaolong smiled, "Crown Prince must look at the bright side. Don't forget about the exciting performance tonight. After Guanzongzi is killed, we can assign a new Imperial Infantry commander." Xiao Pan finally calmed down and everyone discussed further about the Black Dragon, after which everyone parted. Leaving alongside Lord Chongping, Xiang Xiaolong can feel the dominance of the Crown Prince increasing day by day. If he is not angry, his dominance can be heavily felt already. When he is angry, the dominance can be considered stifling. Even Xiang Xiaolong, who has seen him grow up, can feel this effect. The others must be having a worse experience. Stepping out of the study, a palace maid detained Xiang Xiaolong, reporting that Qinqing wanted to see him. With an envious look on his face, Lord Chongping took his leave. While he is being led by the palace maid through the winding corridors of the huge palace, Xiang Xiaolong thought that with Zhu Ji away in Oasis Palace and Xiao Pan yet to be coroneted, the most influential person in Xianyang Palace now is probably Qinqing. Coming to a large and plain building in the rear palace, the palace maid kneeled down. "Grand Tutor Xiang, please enter." Pleased, Xiang Xiaolong entered and noticed Qinqing waiting at the door for him. He could not be bothered with manners and hugged her in his embrace. Qinqing struggled for a while and leaned back, scrutinizing him for a while. Comforted, she surrendered, "You win. You looked great. UIDI0T. Why did you go merry-making at Drunken Wind Brothel last night? Now, the whole city knows about your terrible deed." Xiang Xiaolong already knew that nothing escapes her attention and sat down on one side, still hugging her slender waist. Qinqing helped him to take off his coat and massaged his shoulder muscles. Xiang Xiaolong is so comfortable, he is flying among the clouds. It is truly different after they have made love. In the past, it is difficult for him to even hold her hand, but now, she offered to massage him willingly. Qinqing gently reminded, "Do not underestimate your enemy. I have word that Guanzongzi is even better than before. Ordinary fighters will lose the spirit to fight and surrender after seeing his attacking pose. You may have the 100 battle saber and saber play, but if you are too complacent, you may still lose." Xiang Xiaolong agreed that he has been underestimating his opponent, but it was also because he wasn't bothered about the duel and thus, was very calm, relaxed, and focused. He nodded, "Thanks for Grand Tutor Qin's reminder. I will not be so reckless anymore." Seeing that he is willing to listen to her advice, Qinqing was thrilled. "I did not choose the wrong lover. Most men will find us women nagging too much or that our advice is impractical. Only hubby is the real gentleman." Xiang Xiaolong laughed, "Grand Tutor Qin seems to be very experienced." Qinqing protested, "You think too much. I have only heard about it from others. Xiang Xiaolong quickly apologized and Qin Qing turned happy again. Tonight's fight is something that everyone has been anxiously waiting for. From the crown prince to the common man, no one is spared. Originally, most people are betting that you will win, but after knowing about your drinking and trysts last night, they switched their bets to Guanzongzi instead. Xiang Xiaolong clarified, I did drink, but we only asked for the beauties because of the crown prince. We only enjoyed their company at the table and did nothing else. Qin Qing laughed, but others do not think the same. Moreover, such gossips are bound to be exaggerated. Everyone on the street is saying that you slept with the 4 beauties. Let's see if you will behave yourself in the future. Xiang Xiaolong laughed so hard he cried. Qin Qing added, the latest odds are Guanzongzi 3-1 against you. This shows that he is the people's favorite choice to win. What? Xiang Xiaolong exclaimed. Qin Qing laughed so hard she leaned on him and whined, if I am a greedy woman, I will lay huge bets on you and make a fortune. Xiang Xiaolong pondered, who is hosting this gamble? Without money and a good reputation, it is hard to convince people. Qin Qing replied, have you heard of this man named Po Hu? He operates a few large casinos in Tunliu. If not for the gambling ban in Xianyang City, he would have set up casinos here too. Now, he is the mastermind behind the gamble between you and Guanzongzi. Xiang Xiaolong was astounded, didn't he just arrive in Xianyang City yesterday? Qin Qing answered, he did only arrive yesterday, but his men already set up the gamble 30 days ago. He is the king of money making. Xiang Xiaolong was curious, who is this Po Hu exactly? Qin Qing responded, I am not too sure myself. He wields great influence in the 3 new eastern provinces and is on intimate relations with Dubai and Zhao General Pang Nuan. During his trip here, he has been busy socializing and giving presents. I am sure he is trying to win friends and open connections to assist Lord Chang'an Chongqiao in the future. After a short contemplation, Xiang Xiaolong joked, shall we make some money from him? In terms of wealth, my Wu family is second to none. If he refuses to accept, it will be a loss of face for him. HNG. With 3-1, I want to see his face after I win. Moved, Qin Qing gave him a tight hug and lamented, Xiang Xiaolong ah. Is your confidence born naturally with you? You seem to be undefeated in terms of words and actions. Embracing her tightly in return, they shared a passionate kiss before he left reluctantly. Back home, he told Wu Yingyuan about the gamble and odds. Wu Yingyuan was highly interested and quickly went to find Tao Fang for a discussion. Xiang Xiaolong returned to the back hall and took this time to rest while being entertained by his wives and son. Soon, it was evening time. Despite the lack of prior arrangements, Huan Yi, Lord Chongping, Jing Jun, Teng Yi, Li Si, Yang Duanhe, and Bai Chong arrived at the Wu residence. They all planned to set off with him and showcase their might. Xiang Xiaolong took a shower and put on the warrior suit Qin Qing sewed for him. Beneath, he wore the plated armor. He definitely looks majestic and imposing. He placed the 100 battle saber and the flying dragon spear in a black bag and got Jing Shan to carry them, preventing anyone from knowing his true intentions. After all his preparations, he led his 3 wives and for the first time, Tianzhen and Tianfeng, along towards the premier mentor residence. Under the cheering of his household, he left. Wu Yingyuan and Tao Fang also went along. Traveling along the well-lit path of the Xianyang City main street, he was filled with many emotions. When he first came to this era, he never would have imagined his present success. At the same time, he can see the ugliness behind all the beautiful things in front of him. In the future, Xiao Pan will use his absolute authority to create the absolute legacy. Fighting for one's dream is the noblest aspiration. But after success has been achieved, emotions will have no room in the never-ending quest to preserve one's power and wealth. In the future, Li Si will be a different person too, and he is most unwilling to witness this heartbreaking transformation. In this very moment, he swore to leave immediately after eliminating Lao Ai and Lu Buwei. The premier mentor residence is appearing in his sight, and diagonally opposite it is Lao Ai's inner custodian residence. These two will represent the two pillars of influence before Xiao Pan's coronation. And he is the fish swimming between these two powers. Thinking about this, he was filled with heroism. He nearly wanted to face the sky and shout out loud, expressing his righteous pride.